A paint drip splatters and runs, revealing a series of images. A woman playing violin, then in a bright pink costume, then in a blind skier pinning atop a mountain. The drip finally lands, revealing text in print and braille. Unsightly Opinions.
December 6th, 2022.
Good morning, everyone. I thought today might be a fun day for us to do a little bit of a vlog. I haven't done a vlog in a very long time, and I've got a few interesting things happening, so I thought I'd bring you along and give you a peek behind the curtain. I just crawled out of bed. I am wearing a headscarf to prevent my hair from getting all frizzy, and it's time to take the doggo out. Okay, patient, let's go. You wanna go inside? Come on. Come on. She loves the morning. She gets very excited. Okay, patients, go to your spot. Good girl. Good girl. Next step, feed the kibble troll. 'Cause she's hungry. Come on, let's go. Hungry doggy. And we put water in her food, 'cause she's a lab, and otherwise you would eat too fast. Okay, patience, paw. Good girl. Okay. And now I am running a little bit late, so I have to get into my office very quickly here, get dressed, and get ready for a meeting in 5 minutes. Hopefully I have time to put on a little bit of makeup. Now I've literally just walked across the room. I'm running late because I didn't know if this meeting is happening or not. I'm sure my hair is absolutely crazy, but we'll get it sorted and have that meeting, and then I'll check back in with you after. My first meeting is over. I met with a university in the UK to talk about some accessibility issues and to do some advocacy for a specific client of mine. This meeting got me up and out of bed much earlier than usual because when you're working with the UK and the time difference between Canada, it's just awkward enough that their working hours are in the middle of the night here. So I had to get up very, very early to make sure that I hit the end of their day and was able to fit in a meeting with them. Next, it's tech training with a client of mine, and then I have to get ready because after that, I have to do a whole presentation on low vision blind music solutions and how that works in the classroom. So this is going to be for a national conference. I'm hoping to have 5-10 minutes just to quickly make sure voiceover is cooperating. I want to run a few of my slides. I have to make sure that the meeting itself is going to work really well. There's lots of people signed up. I am on to doing some tech training with a client. We're working on voiceover and tables today. We've been working together for a couple of months, just making sure that they're up to speed so that they can handle some university coursework. Anyways, I better send a text to my client, see if they want to start early, and then get ready for my next conference, which is back to back to back this morning. Doesn't leave any time for breakfast, so I'm going to be ravenous by the time this finishes. My client doesn't want to meet for a few minutes, so I am going to take this time to actually go through my presentation. Since my client doesn't want to meet just yet, I think I'm going to get a warm cup of tea because my voice is struggling and there is going to be a lot of talking this morning. Let me show you the real behind the scenes. Things were so rushed this morning. Instead of putting my clothing away nicely, I have an enormous pile on the floor. I should probably deal with that sooner rather than later. Miss Patience. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, good morning to you. So let's go make that cup of tea. Oh, the hot apple cider is calling my name. Maybe we won't do tea. Water has boiled. Then what I like to do is I like to kind of get my mug next to the kettle. I want to feel for the lip of the teacup. Make sure I'm pouring in. And now back into the office to put on our makeup. So I'm just waiting for a Be My Eyes volunteer right now. I thought maybe you guys would want to see what it takes when I want to film something without anybody's help. You're seeing what's on screen on my phone, because I don't think I can video at the same time.
Hello?
Hi there. I was wondering if you could just tell me what's in frame in the camera right now. I'm going to try and film a little bit of something here. I'm hoping to see, I have a makeup desk and a chair.
I'm looking at a dog bed and a little bookshelf. I see the makeup desk right now.
You see the makeup desk? Okay.
Yeah, it's just not exactly in frame. It's a little to the, if you move to the camera a little to the right, it would be a little more in frame.
Like that?
A little bit more.
Okay.
Tiny bit more, and then now it's mostly in frame. There is
Perfect.
like a tree, not a tree, like a plant there, like a plant.
Oh, maybe I should move to the other side then.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that better?
That's better. Much better.
Okay, perfect. Can you see the chair at all?
Can't see the chair.
Okay, do you think it would be higher or lower or left or right?
Definitely a little lower.
Okay, so I'm gonna lower it. Let me know when you start seeing the top of the chair.
I can kind of see the top of it. I see like your sunglasses.
Okay.
I think you need to move a tiny bit to the right.
Right, okay.
And a tiny bit down more.
Just a tiny bit down.
Yeah. Now I see the top of the chair.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I really appreciate it. Okay, bye-bye.
Editing Tamara popping in just briefly to mention that if you are trying to use Be My Eyes to help set up a camera shot, I couldn't figure out why sometimes it would work really well and other times it wouldn't. I have now discovered, after a sighted person has reviewed, that Be My Eyes uses the wide angle lens on your phone and my regular filming apparatus is the regular lens. This clip is cut off and not framed properly, but that's not the problem of the person who is on Be My Eyes. So I'd recommend doing a FaceTime call or a Zoom call to somebody to help you set up your angle if possible. And I would have had much better luck and not had to refilm so many things.
So, I have no way of knowing exactly where the camera is, but I hope that's relatively in frame. I thought maybe you guys would want to see how I do my makeup. I use a lot of hands when I do my makeup because it just makes it easier to feel exactly the detail of where I've gotten into and where I might have missed, rather than a brush, which I do finish up with. I keep my brushes pointing all the way up so I can feel for their fluffy tops, because that's how I identify them. And I have a lot of brushes that I have absolutely no idea what to do with. I end up using the same 4 or 5 all the time. Maybe one day I will learn. I'd like to know more about makeup and how to do it better. You can hear that as soon as I have emails come in, VoiceOver reads them. So oftentimes this is how I do my makeup in the morning while I get my emails read to me. And then I'm contouring with this very strange gray pink color because I find a lot of contour makes me look orange. Next, I'm taking some white and I am just blending my edges in because sometimes my foundation can make my hair end up looking orange. So I don't get quite as close to the edge, and then this is a good way to highlight and just get all those bits that I otherwise need to powder down. There really is nothing lighter than my foundation. You have to go with pure white if you want to get any kind of dimension. Usually I take all of my makeup out before I start going, but because I'm in such a rush today, I don't want to make a mess that I can't clean up that may end up on a video later. So coming in with the blush, poof on the nose, a little on the cheeks, blend it out. I just use what's left on my brush when I'm in a rush, which I absolutely am right now, to just quickly give my eyelids just a little bit of color, and then I kind of blend it in. You may or may not have heard that. That's my 9 a.m. alarm, so I've got to run and get calling my next client. Hopefully I get 2 minutes just to finish off my mascara and my lipstick when I'm finished. I just finished my presentation. It was rush all the way through because there was a lot of information to get through. I think it was generally very well received. So now it's on to my next project, which is breakfast. It's 11:45 and I haven't eaten today. So let's go see what we can figure out for food. It's going to be some eggs. I like to do my eggs Gordon Ramsay style, so I don't have any creme fraiche, but I do have some sour cream. I like to get everything ready so there's no surprises before I actually get cooking. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I have never cracked an egg one-handed. I'm also making eggs for Robbie too. Add some margarine. And I always put things away as I make them. Also, it keeps my area more clean, and then I don't have to worry about losing things. All right, let's make some eggs. Stir, stir, stir. You have to take it off the heat so the butter or margarine has time to incorporate before the eggs cook too fast. And then you get really creamy, lovely eggs. Also, the other thing I learned is it's so much easier to do eggs with a spatula than a flipper. Maybe that's obvious to everyone else, but it wasn't what we did growing up. And Robbie does make eggs better than me. And the eggs have just started adhering to the pan, so I gotta take it off the heat again. Really kind of move it around. Get all the sticky off the edges. Okay, that feels like it's coming together really nicely, so I'm gonna take it off the heat now. And we put in the sour cream, because apparently that cools it off so it doesn't continue cooking to get hard, and you stir it in. Oh, I may have left that too long. It feels a little firmer than I like. Now it's time to eat. Now that I've eaten food, I have a brief moment to breathe. I want to say thank you. Your response to the cards and accessible sunglasses and clothing has been overwhelming, and I was not expecting that, and thank you. I hope we can do something really amazing together. Now I've got my hands on a Pixel 7, so I'm going to be setting up for an accessibility review. I have never touched a Google phone in my life, and I think it would be kind of neat to do a compare and contrast with iPhone to kind of see how it works and what works well and what doesn't. I know you've probably all been seeing the commercials that I have recently about how accessible the Pixel's supposed to be in their new camera assist feature. I don't want to be too biased, but it's something Apple's had for like 4 years, but anyways, Robbie is here for 5 minutes, so he's gonna help me understand the layout and what the buttons do, and then I'm going to pop into my office. I'm going to film the intro to the video. I'm gonna try and set it up myself, and if I can do that all independently, and then I've got to get set up for a few more videos, film those, do a couple of shorts. You're gonna see me change clothes about 17 times, because I like to make you believe that I often film on separate days, when usually it's a very busy day that I've decided to try and cram filming 4 or 5 videos into, which inevitably only turns into filming 1 or 2. But, you know, the intent is there. It's a lot of work. We're gonna do some editing. My assistant's gonna come over around 5. I wanna get some Christmas decorations up. I wanna get some bath bombs and client gifts put together. So we've got a lot to get through. I'm gonna take the phone out of the box here. Camera on the back, feels like glass. Thing on that side, but it's got buttons on this side. What do? There's a short button and a long button. I'm assuming the long one is volume up, down. And then power? Okay. Before I get started on videos, this is usually a lot of what I do. Okay, Google, how do you turn on accessibility on a Pixel 7 during startup?
Sorry, I don't know how that's done.
What? Okay, Google, how do you turn on the screen reader on a Pixel 7?
Sorry, I don't know how that's done, but I found something else. Do you want to know how do I turn on TalkBack on Google Pixel 7?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Here's a summary from the website support.google.com. Option 3, with device settings. 1. On your device, open settings. 2. Select accessibility. 3. Turn use TalkBack on or off. And 4. Select OK.
That's not gonna work during setup, Google. Okay, Google, what's option 2?
On the website investopedia.com, they say, an option is a contract giving the buyer the right, but not the obligation to buy.
Stop, no. So I'll see you in a minute when I'm ready to get set up for this video. All right, so to get things turned on, I've got a very complex system. I have to hit 2 switches. 1, 2. Now everything's turned on. I've got my bar stool from the kitchen ready to go. And unfortunately, this door likes to swing into frame a lot. So we've got the very high-tech solution of, oh, there's a thing there. We've got the very high-tech solution of ribbon that goes tucked into the door to hold it open. And then I just confirm with my feet that the chair is on all 4 of these little bumpers. And then once it's there, I know that I'm in the exact position I need to be. The same for every video. But today's video is a little bit different, so I do need some help setting up a camera, and Robbie's nice enough to do that for me. I have to turn the camera off recording here so that we can get the camera set up beside me. We'll see you in a moment once we've got that all organized. All right, we're ready to start rolling. So I've got my remote here so I can start and stop play. I've got my lav on my lap so I have better audio quality and I don't sound like I'm in a wind tunnel. And we've got the Pixel 7 here. So normally what happens is I've got my laptop underneath here with a few notes. I don't have any notes today because I want this to be a little more organic. We're just going to explore it ourselves. Off the vlog, we're going to start the video. Hi, welcome to Unsightly Opinions. My name's Tamara. Today we are going to be unboxing the new Pixel 7. This is not my phone, but I have been given access to set this up and test out some of its accessibility features. I am now stalled on my video because I ran into a few hiccups, so I need to wait for a bit and then I'm going to try and film the rest of that video in a side-by-side. For now, I think what I need to do is I need to get on my laptop, get on my video outlines, see which videos I can film right now, no problem, try and get some of that done, maybe do a little bit of editing, and hopefully everything goes to plan from here on out, because I am not super impressed with my initial assessment of the Google Pixel, especially with TalkBack. I was very confused. It's not nearly as intuitive as I would have hoped. I'm glad that they have a screen reader, so maybe it's just me that I'm new. We're going to do a little more experimenting, and I'll join back up when I'm finished filming. And we're on to video number 2. My assistant should be coming over within the next hour, and I only get her for a few hours a week, so I'm trying to be prepared that I can use her eyes while she's here, get a bunch of things set up, get a number of videos ready to shoot for Friday, and then hopefully I can unwind a little bit because I have been working since about 7 and I am tired. It is now 4 o'clock. I should probably stop and eat something soon. It's been a very long day. Power through. I'll see you in a bit. It's been a busy day. Amy has now arrived. You're okay if I say your name, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Amy's here, so you're getting some lovely footage for the first time today. Not that Robbie didn't do nice earlier. I'm referring to my terrible ability to film. We've planned out a couple of videos. I have some really adorable things that I'm gonna show you of Patience's. If you want a sneak preview, Squishy, come here. She's gonna give you a sneak preview of one. Hi, cutie pie. She is wearing her tactile Christmas sweater. You've never met a big dog like this one who is so cold. She needs sweaters. None of my other dogs wear sweaters. I didn't dress them up at all, but she needs it. So we're going to plan a few more videos, get the shooting schedule set up so I can get all of my B-roll and fancy edits and stuff that I need help with sorted out so we can get it all done at once. And then we're going to try and put up the Christmas tree and hopefully do some bath bombs. So we'll be back with you in a minute. All right, Christmas exploded, didn't it, Patience? It exploded. And now you're playing the role of Max the dog from the Grinch with antlers on, huh? She really doesn't care. I've never met a dog that doesn't care that you put antlers on them. She's so chill. You're a happy girl. So we're gonna go put up the Christmas tree. Finally something that I'm really looking forward to. We'll show you when it's done. What time is it?
11:23.
Tree is up. I just had a little bit of dinner. We had some lazy nachos and Robbie was nice enough to make those for us.
I am exhausted. The tree is not completely put together. We still have a few more ornaments to go on, but I have reached the point where I am no longer functional. It feels like my limbs are dragging lead weights and I can't think straight anymore. So good time to call it an evening. Thank you for coming along with me for an at-home day of work. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, everyone. Bye for now.